Well, hello everyone. I'll be playing a new game today, Colony Survival, and don't worry, I'll be back to Kenshi again this weekend. But this is going to be an open server. If you want to jump in and play and do whatever you can, it is a whitelist. So my email address will be in the description. Shoot me an email with your Steam ID, and I will get that set up for you. That's just because I don't want random people jumping in and destroying our progress. But that caveat aside, I'm actually going to start off in single player and just show you what's going on. And actually, I don't even know if I can do this. Okay, well, I'm not going to turn on cheats just for that. But here's my little colony. Try to get a better view. The bloom from the sun is a little bit extreme. Get the right angle. There we go. As you can see, I am a masterful designer. Now, I'm actually really bad at making things look good, which is why this is open to the public. So I'll make things that work, and you guys can jump in and make things that look good. Inventory is a little bit weird compared to normal games. So this down here, this is your actual inventory. You can only use things that are in here. And then, if anything, if you try to pick up some wood while your wood stack is full and there's no other slots, it goes straight into the inventory of your colony. Your stash, stockpile, whatever you want to call it. So it takes a little getting used to, but it's actually a really good fit for this game. And then you have auto crafting and all the other fun stuff. The guys who were standing out here at the end of these bridges, they were my guards. My current settings are no monsters during the day, no more monsters during the night. That's going to be the same as the open server. I would like to do a challenge run, which is making it as hard as possible, but we will have to get back to that. I'm not going to have an open server like that on a game that's still in early access. So this is your basic berry farmer. That's how you start off by making food. It costs food to recruit individual colonists, and it costs food over time to keep them fed. And then this is a wheat farm. This just collects the wheat. We'll see the rest in a minute. This is flax, good for clothing and whatnot. Tree farm. This is a crate. This is how your colonists actually access the stockpile. So it's important to have those. If he goes over here and, hey, I need to put wheat somewhere, then he puts them in the crate. It's a grindstone. So he's taking wheat and he's grinding it into flour. And this is an oven for making it into bread. So food is obviously super important in this game. But all of the inventory management is stupidly easy because they will always go to a crate. They need to pick something up, drop something off, whatever, they always go to a crate. So keep it nearby and it's good. These guys are all unemployed at the moment. I was using them to clear out land because I just expanded my safe radius so I could move my walls out. And then I realized that my science is actually getting pretty close. I'm most of the way to another territory expansion. So I decided to hold off on actually building the walls, because instead of expanding to where these rocks are, I'll be able to expand way over there to where I just carved that piece out, which is... that's ridiculous. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this much space, let alone another 15 block radius. So you guys are under basic schedules. They work during the day, they sleep at night. The guards walk out to post a little bit early, and they come back late. So if there are any wandering monsters, if we have a really long maze, they'll stick around long enough to make sure the monsters are dead. Monsters are only zombies at the moment. They come in a variety of hit points and speeds, walking speeds. Tougher ones are a lot slower, but a lot harder to kill. And the math in this game works out excellently. So your basic zombies have 100 hit points. They move fairly fast. And then your basic guards, which you start off with, deal 50 damage, so it takes 2 hits. And then you have the tier 2 guards, which do 100 damage over longer range with longer reload. But they also prioritize, shooting the highest thing that they can kill in one shot. So when you start getting tier 2 zombies with 300 health, and you have tier 3 guards with 300 damage, with longer range and longer reload and stuff, they'll still try to kill the 300 health thing first. Even if it's not the closest to them. They'll shoot further away to make the most out of their ammunition. And then I'm already getting tier 3 zombies which have 500 health, but I don't have the tier 4. I mean, I could. I have the resources to make them, I just didn't bother actually setting up the guards. But as far as your colonists are concerned, they are all exactly identical. And that's a little bit loud. But all your colonists are exactly identical. And then you give them a job, and they go out and do their thing. So, as an example, see, all these guys are about to go to bed. Let's get my command tool. I could select a nighttime guard for the crossbow. Set that there. And it takes a little while for them to reset. But he'll be assigned a job, and he'll walk over here, and he will guard at night. Then he'll stick around for a while after daylight starts. Zombies can attack your colonists, and if they get to your banner, you're pretty much screwed. The difficulty is based entirely on the number of colonists, so you have to be kind of efficient about that. I mean, on normal difficulty like this, it's pathetically easy. I have 11 unemployed colonists right now. So, yeah, if I can make it through this with 11 unemployed and 6 guards, I'm doing pretty good. And I just used research to increase my health, which is going to bother me that it's not at full. So let's fix that. Okay, well, let me get up here so I can get a better view. So a quick overview. Using my banner tool, I know it's a little difficult to see. If you look at that torch, you can probably make it out. The green area is safe, and you expand that with research, and the red area is everything behind it, which is where monsters can spawn. So it's going to take them a while to actually get over here. So it's kind of a mix of a Minecraft and tower defense, but there's a strong emphasis on automation, which I'm actually a little bit annoyed about that. Like if you have... okay, I don't know what's going on behind me, but like over here, this is called a bloomery. Makes iron, lead, and silver, or whatever else. So we put it down, and an unemployed colonist will go to it, and then he will work this and only this. He's assigned to that. So if you don't have any work here to be done, he just stands here using up food. But that works out really nicely, actually, because food is just so easy to come by. I mean, like I said, I have only 6 guards for 63 colonists, 11 of which are unemployed, and I'm still increasing in food. Which is why I wanted to bump up the difficulty, but I also don't want to die. So I'd have to hire, I don't know, like 10 more guards or something. And see if I can even live through the night. And also, adding monsters during the day is a serious pain, because I've been using my diggers like this. You know how long it would take me to clear out this area by hand. I can just automate it. It's wonderful. You can automate building and everything too, although it's pretty limited functionality. Basically just blocks and walls, things like that. So these are your basic guys. I call them blues because their eyes are blue. And you have green right over there. Those are the ones with 300 health. And we had a red guy earlier in the day. I don't see any right now. And you can also attack yourself. Bam! But that's pretty much everything I needed to show you. There's nothing much more complicated than that. Once you get the basic crafting down, the basic idea of how colonists actually interact with the resources in your stockpile, it's not that bad. Just really make sure that this is protected. Oh yeah, here's one major problem I see though, is you have to make sure that wherever your colonists are going to work, that they're safe. So even with my current settings, no monsters during the day, right? Well, look, it's daylight, they're all going to work, and monsters are still coming. That's because they spawned from far enough away. Even though they're not spawning anymore, they still have to get over here to get killed. So, for example, I had some diggers working on this area over here, and some zombies came down outside of the range of my guards here. And I killed a few of them before I got over there. So, just something to keep in mind. Which is why I have this wall. They're really basic right now. They follow basic pathfinding. They can't jump high enough to get over here. In fact, they can't jump at all. They can only traverse distances of one height. And then, yeah. I'll give you a very quick overview on mining as well. Anything you mine is permanently destroyed, but you get the resource. And then mining basically works like this. So select miner, and then you set it on top of what you want to mine. So this guy is mining copper, this guy is mining tin, and this guy is mining stone. It's a basic resource, and there are other types further down, deeper. But I don't need to mention that. Oh, I also have some beds hidden here, just so that my miners don't have to go quite so far. Gives me a little bit more productivity. They still leave their post at the same time, so that doesn't help at all. But they get to their post faster, so just, you know, a little more efficiency. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go back to my tower and I'm gonna switch over to the open server. So it's underland for me, but it is open to the public. I'm gonna skip the whole tutorial part. Just jump right into it. This is actually a really good spot. And I also have cheats enabled at the moment. Just so I can find the spot. And yeah. Actually, I spawned really close to here, so it shouldn't be too bad for anyone who joins. Massive, massive flat area. And you always like dirt. Whoa! I did not know you can go into the ground. Alright. And I also don't want it to be nighttime. I'm not sure what that command is. So there's going to be no monsters until I actually put down the banner, but I'd rather not wait. Oh, whatever. I guess I can just start building. So torches in here, right? Yeah. And that can be the way out. Away from the sea. Maybe it should be to the open field. I don't know. Just a basic idea at this point. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, any more stone? Didn't start with any beds. Okay. 4. It's gonna have to do. I'm trying to decide where to put my mine. So it might as well be right here. So mining stone is what gives you stone bricks, which is where I need at the moment. I'm also hoping to find some ores. Oh, like that. That's copper. There's also tin. I think that's it at this level. Sounds a little loud. Ah. Settings. There it is. Alright, that should be enough. Actually, can I make... There we go. And this is how you make stairs. So you set quarter blocks down. So, I'm just trying to get this where I only have to defend from one direction. And then I'll worry about the rest after I get some production going. That's good. I'll even set little blocks here. And now I can stand up here or set some guards up here. Okay, now I can't even hear what I'm doing. Better. It's gonna be interesting. I should set up my jobs first. I don't need wood at the moment. So just set up some berry farming. Some basic stuff. Ooh, crate. I don't have a crate. Copper nails. That's important. Okay, so berry farmer. Not super important where to put this. Six bay is the biggest. Yeah. And I goofed. I wanted at least 2 spaces away. I can do a 4x12. That's nice. There you go. I have 4 farmers already. Let's get those guys hired. Now we're going to jump right out and get started. And then I need, let's actually get some more crates. And yes, it does bother me that it's not lined up on the other side. That's not a serious concern. This is all temporary anyway. Oh, yeah. I need to change this setting. None and normal. That way when people join, they don't instantly die. Hello, Hakars! I know this isn't my usual thing, so hopefully you enjoy it nonetheless. Oh, not paying attention, there's a zombie over here. Okay, so what do I need for more beds? Just nails? I'm running out of copper quickly though. Yeah, I totally understand. This isn't quite as manual as Minecraft normally is. That's not too bad. Looks like I'm out of seeds. But I'll get those in time. They don't always gather berries. Sometimes they gather seeds instead. So it allows you to slowly expand. It's not too bad. But I need some guards. I guess I don't have that much of a colony right now anyway. So I can probably just defend it myself. Can I explain the game? Yes, these are workers. So basically, I set down these little blue areas, and then, oh crap. Oh, and that can't be here either. Then zombies can just jump right over the fence. That's stupid of me. Very, very stupid of me. I can go here. I can go here. So unsurprisingly, zombies can't jump. So, too high wall is the best you can do in terms of defense. Anyway, yes, these are workers. Your objective is to protect this from the zombies. And then these guys can also be attacked by the zombies. Workers require food, both to hire and to maintain, which is why I started by placing a bunch of food down. And get some extra ammo. So for now, there's not much I can do other than have them make food. I could set them up to guard, but they're not going to do any better than me. And there's just, honestly, there's not much threat right now. And then later, I'll have them set to autocraft things for me. You can have them clear out area. You can have them harvest trees. And all resources in this game are infinite. Every single resource is infinite. It just takes you time. And of course, during that time, you have some enemies to take care of. How about the threat level? Right now, it's really low. I'll show you when I'm not in danger. So you can actually change it at any time. But I have it set to no monsters during the day and normal at night. So it's really low at the moment. I'd like to do a challenge run, or it's maximum all the time, day and night. But this is actually an open server. If people want to join in and do whatever they can, and I'm not going to risk someone not knowing what they're doing, getting everyone else killed. So, it's going to be a bit casual. But it's not too bad. So the guys you're seeing now are actually really basic zombies. I call them blues because their eyes are blue for some reason. They have very low health points. They can normally be killed in one shot, but I have terrible weapons at the moment. And then you get other ones which have, see, tier 2 have 300 health instead of these guys which have 100. And then tier 3 have 500 health, which coincides perfectly with weapon damage. Tier 1 weapon damage is 50, tier 2 is 100, tier 3 is 300, and tier 4 is 500. So it's all, except for the absolute basic beginner stuff, it's all perfectly designed for one-shot kills on the toughest enemies that you should expect to see at various points of the game. Ah! Okay, we'll have some time. I'm going to set up my miner. There we go. So during the day, he will go out and he will mine stone for me. It's this here. He will mine it infinitely, and then I'll be able to expand much more easily. How did I dig these up, these stone bricks? Well, that white stone from underground, when you dig it up, you actually get these. If you dig it by hand, it destroys the block. But if you have a colonist do it, it doesn't destroy the block, and you get infinite stone. You just have to keep them fed, of course. And even though it's now daytime, and everyone's about to go to work, I need to stay over here anyway. The zombies can spawn from way over there. Take forever to get over here. Need to be careful I don't get ambushed. That bird chirping, that's how you know the day has started. But as an example, down in this mine, I can just let's do this wall. You can see it's destroying it, and it's adding in this slot here. At 49 bricks. Slowly going up. Then you can watch him do it. He's mining this spot that's under his feet, and he's mining it forever. Never destroying the block. Okay, looks like we're clear for the night. Now I just need to get some food built up. There's not much else I could do at the moment, besides setting a miner to do copper or whatnot. Actually, copper's a good idea. I need that to make beds. Oh, sorry, when did I dig those up? Very recently, I just started. I need this copper. I need to be careful, because if I run out of food, I'm going to lose all my colonists. And then, of course, it requires food to recruit colonists, so it sets me back significantly. And also, if you totally block off... Scare me for a second. If you totally block this off, you enter siege mode. Which didn't trigger for some reason. If you totally block off access to your banner, they can't navigate to it, it triggers siege mode. And then you lose food really, really fast. How do you get colonists? So this here, number 2 on my quick slot bar, is the banner tool. It's the same thing as by clicking on this. I think, anyway. There we go. So you just click recruit a colonist. Requires 50 food and 5 food per day. All the colonists must be stress eaters. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yes, there is science. You have to upgrade your stuff. The first thing you want to do is get some bread production. That requires you to have berries and requires you to have copper. I'll be doing all the crafting myself for now. I just need a basic scientist, and I need 50 berries that I can actually give up, which I can't at the moment. 38 berries, I need to hold on to those. And then basically, this has to go through 5 research cycles. I'll actually just select it now. So it has to go through 5 research cycles, requiring 1 copper tool, 2 copper parts, and 10 berries each. Crafting is really simple. You just click done. There's a bunch. Get some more beds. Berry bread? No. Bread's a totally different thing. Bread is just berries are just required for the research. Grab some extra ammo. So the miner's making a lot of stone bricks. That's good. And then, actually I have plenty of wood. I can set up a wall. So this right here is the furthest point from my base that is safe. So this green line, no enemies will spawn within that. So I can build a wall here that is too high, and it could force all of the enemies to enter my base through one specific area. That'd be even easier to defend than what I'm doing now. But every time I add more people, it gets harder. So I'm just going to mine this out. Yes. Yes, we need to build a wall. It's going to be more like a fence for now. But it counts, right? Pretty soon this whole shoreline's going to be safe. Not bad. Oh, and also, highly underrated feature. Leaves go away on their own if you destroy the logs. Of course, you don't get the resources for them, but it's fast. Oop. As far as I know, they can't spawn on trees either, so... I'm sure there are lots of interesting ways to prevent yourself from ever being threatened. But honestly, I like the tower defense part a little bit more than the tricking the game mechanics part. Yeah, this tree has to go. Ah! Even spawning on the island out there. Go get some food? Alright, go ahead. Still gonna be a pretty easy night. Oh, zombies do not die in the sunlight. Okay. I don't know what influences it, but they always tend to come from one direction. Like on my solo map, they always spawn in the south for some reason. These guys are always coming from here and over there. No idea. See, they're trying to trick me. Make me think that it's safe. And then come from the flanks. Okay. Let's fill that in. I'm great at platforms, guys, I swear. Let's see. There we go. I wonder if I could have my guys mine grass. Okay. $74 to 47. 27. So this should take me down to 20 if it's in the middle. Yay! Actually, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time until someone comes up with a better design. Stairs were a pretty interesting challenge, actually. make it a forester. Yeah, let's do that. You should only ever need one. And put over here because I already have crates. Yep. It's actually a 3x33 is, according to the game, 3x33 is the most efficient. Which makes sense. Anyway, it makes sense because it's odd numbers. You'll see like these berries. These are laid out. This is set by, I think it was 4x12. You can see the even rows, it's not even using. So theoretically, I could have set all of these to 3x11. Have a smaller footprint and have the same amount of production. Okay, so yeah, I'm not ready to expand yet. But I'm going to start out the same way I did last time, because like I said. And we will see what trouble I can get myself into. So for those of you who missed the intro, basically there's going to be a bridge that goes from here on the second floor. It's going to keep the second floor level all the way over and connect to those stone bricks over there. And then that's where the guards will stand. And zombies can only walk through this gate. They have to walk through this gate. So put the guards up here, and you're all good. And then I need a way to get up there, because I'm the guard at the moment. But I guess I don't need to be. I can certainly afford it. I already have 4 days of food. And making a net positive. I'm not worried about it. I like to work on my building during the night and manage colonists during the day. Because that way I can just, turn my back on the combat, let it do its own thing. That makes more sense to me. Maybe a 3x3 berry, or sorry, a 3x11 berry would be worse. As you see, it didn't place in the corners, it placed in the middle. So like it bases here, and it places the empty slots first, and then moves over. So maybe a 3x3 wouldn't actually have anything in the corners. Oh, I didn't put any torches in here. Now, it's kind of funny that there are melee weapons in this game, but as far as I know, they're only used for research. I'm gonna think of it. I never even tried to swing one, but you can't give it to a guard, so I don't know. I'll have to try it out. It'll be a while till I get to that point, but try it anyway. I also find it funny that there are so many research options for increasing your health. You can increase your health, health regeneration speed, health regeneration limit. For instance, the basic limit is 30. You'll only automatically regen up to 30 hit points. That's really low, but you know, you can't actually restore your health until you get to the bread tier. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, I have enough berries now. I think I have enough copper. Yep. So I need one more colonist and get my research started. Bread is far more efficient than berries. You still need to have berries for other stuff. If you've ever played Factorio, the research system kind of works like that, where you have to build a science bag, but that's for more advanced stuff. It'll be a while. Speaking of a while, I got some time. Alright, I'm getting to the point where I need to start being careful about how many people I recruit. I only have enough food stored for 2.5 days right now. If I were to recruit one more, I'd only have enough for 1 day. That's cutting a bit close. Oh, your guards never miss, by the way. They don't even have projectile speeds. They just attack and it's there. So I've been thinking about a new wall design. Maybe kind of like a window design. So instead of this, it would sit like this. So then you can actually see them much more clearly. But I don't think the guards can shoot them. I mean, this is already well beyond their maximum range, even for tier 2. But you know, it's just, instead of trying to peek through the cracks and see their feet. But I will say it again, I am terrible at designing things. I can make it work great, but I can't make it look great. Hopefully we'll get someone in here who's a specialist in that field. So I guess I can do a quick overview on this stuff. In the top left is number of beds, colonists, and unemployed. Unemployed will go negative if you have jobs that are unfilled. Okay, that was really fast. Food is at 65. This is why I need to be careful, because it's just 1 day of food. I need to make sure I'm actually at a profit right now. And then ammo. This is actually your 4 different tiers. 62 is my tier 1 ammo, then tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. These are not fractions. And at the moment, the only ammo I have is stuff I've manually crafted. So before I expand further, I need some guards. And then once I have guards, I can reassign my berry farmers to wheat. And that will significantly increase my capacity. Okay. And in the meantime, I can start building this up. Requires more food. All bronze. I need flex farming, but it's no rush. Mostly I need it for research. Okay, that's 3 high. I always like my indoors to be 3 high. And now here's the interesting part. I can't even remember how I did this. You missed the night. Zombies came significantly more than before, and I also finished my first research. I finished bread research. And apparently I just disconnected. That's weird because I'm still playing. Interesting. Anyway. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And I did... I know what I did. It's like that. Oh, and you can, just like in Minecraft, you can crouch and you can hover on the edge of a block. Very handy. Okay. Now to make it as pretty as I am capable of. Why wood? Because this is the floor. I'm building the second floor right now. And I'm actually going to replace this floor at some point, but that's purely aesthetic. Oh yeah, I mentioned sieges, but I forgot I can trigger it like this. Banner disconnected from the world. Food requirements significantly increased. Yeah. If we didn't notice, the screen got really dark and the eerie pitch started to come up. You don't want that. A zombie should always have a path to your banner. But it doesn't seem that colonists need to have a path to your banner. I haven't properly tested that, so don't take my word for it. But I don't think there would be any penalty for having colonists separated and fully walled in, as long as you have the food for it. It could actually be really effective. Crap. Oh, that's why. Putting it there instead of in my inventory. Ah! Okay. Back on guard. See, it panicked for nothing. Do wombies. Do zombies destroy walls and stuff? No, they don't. They can only destroy entities. Colonists and you in particular. Actually, just a second. Crap. Chat is not showing up on my stream. I'll have to fix that in a second. There it is. Okay. And now it's not disappearing. It should be timing out. Freaking bugs. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yay! Working as intended. Now, back to surviving the night. Are there more monsters to come? Yes. That's actually... yeah, I know where to find it. I'll send you a link. So I don't actually know what's coming. All I know is more monsters is on the list. There's also turrets and whatnot planned, or something of the like. I don't know what anti-monster technology would mean otherwise. Maybe some anti-spawning tool? Be able to make outposts further away from your main home. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, this game is on sale right now, by the way. Forgot to mention that before. I don't need... Oops. I can't destroy it with that. I don't need you anymore. Let's get some basic guards. Wait a minute, I don't have... Do you have a slinger? Dangerously low on food again, especially because I still need to use food for research. But now I can build during the night. And also they don't miss. So it's a little bit more effective. There we go. So now I have to get to the second floor. So it was built into this, which should line up with my wall. Yes. Came out here. Bing, done. That actually can't be there. When I build the next floor, it has to go away. But anyway. I even built some in here. I had that walled off too. But what I did is I set wood like this. So every time you come up to a flat landing, you could use it like a turret spot. And then you can actually step up from this block to either side, which is pretty effective. And then this goes out, and then is my primary sniping platform. For my guards anyway. Who are stuck. Pretty sure you can't get down that way, dude. Anyway. What? They're both walking around the other side. How did I manage that? Oh. Actually, I did have something like that. Oh, right, these guys can't get down now. That'll work. There we go. Now, no one can get on the wall, the fence, I mean. But they can get up here from inside. So only if they have access to the inside, they can get to my guard post. And then from the guard post, they can guard this entrance, the only entrance to the compound. Which I think works out rather nicely. And I used to have lights all around this place. And if you're trying to count the blocks, since they actually do a really good job of letting the textures mix together, but if you try to mine something and cancel it, you can see the borders, and it's really easy to count. So it takes 2 slinger shots to kill one of these dudes. And I'm just going to leave this empty for now. I know it looks ugly. I want to block this in, but at some point I'm going to build a basement. I'm just going to carry the same stair design down. But since that takes considerably longer than building up, I'm going to hold off on that. At least until I can automate some of it. So if I had one crafter, this would be fully automated. Because he would maintain their ammunition, which has to be crafted. But it's crafted from blocks, which is already automated as well. And I can do that. And just, actually, this is all supposed to go upstairs. I can just do that now. And I'm placing multiple crates because I've had issues before of them running downstairs to use a crate. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because they can all walk through each other, but still, it's just a huge waste of time. So we'll maintain 200 sling. I want 400. 6 beds because of the layout I use. Crates, furnace. 100 planks. 12 torches, that's fine. I guess I'll do 20. Anything you expect to use, get more of. I don't know why you would make a bread crate. Anyway. So now I have only one job available. So if I hire someone who's going to go over and do that. Now it is fully automated. Only 10 colonists. I could walk away. And then hours later come back, have more food, and be able to expand. Pretty sweet. But actually, I do need a wall here. Just something for now. And the next step would be here and out. Deal with it later. So let me know what you guys think of this design. The staircase is super compact for what it gives. It gives archery positions, which when I build the upper levels will be blocked in like this. It has, you can step up it without jumping. Colonists can get through it really fast. I like this idea, so that they can get here only from the inside. Instead of just building towers that you walk up from right next to the fence. Instead, you have to be able to get all the way inside my compound first. And then I would carry this. If I made another wall further out, I would just carry this forward. And move the defenses out there. What lots of people do is they make these long, horrible mazes. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, sure, it could reduce the number of snipers you need, but just using all that space, I don't like it. So I was planning on this being a short stream. So I'll give it a little longer, make sure I'm actually increasing in food. Make little improvements here and there. And then this is going to go up. And hopefully we get some people who can jump in and improve on my designs. That's how it was supposed to be. The outside on the outside, lining up. I also want to build a path here, but I can't make any of those fancy bricks yet. I need to put science back down, although I can't actually afford to hire someone at the moment. And then science will be... Oh, right. I need to build a furnace. I have other priorities at the moment. Needs 10, which means I need more miners. A lot of work to do. I need a tin miner, someone to run a furnace, someone to run research. That's 3 people already. I need more beds. Oh. I'm going to run out of resources at some point. I ran out of straw. Crap. Alright. Can't make more beds until I get into wheat farming, which is actually a fairly high priority. So I can get just these 4 colonists. Is that even enough? That's a lot of wasted potential. What if I hire more people? I need more guards. Well, let's build up a food backlog first. Wheat takes a couple days to grow. So once I delete these fields and put down wheat fields, I'm not going to have any food income for a couple days. And then of course I have to pick up to a point at which I can start recruiting again. So I'm taking a look at my server log. It looks like my disconnections from earlier were something about a failed authentication ticket. But it resolved itself every time. I don't know what I can do about that. And I also don't know if it's going to be an issue for anyone who joins. Oops, it's not supposed to be a brick there. This is a lot more than I expected. So I'll armor myself just in case. Remember, you can't just have the weapon. It won't consume ammunition from the stockpile. It will only consume ammunition from your inventory. So sadly, you need to use up 2 slots for it, which is sad. So I'd rather not help them. That way I can know for sure that we are safe. And we are safe. Good. Even with 4 zombies all coming in at once, they just move too slowly to get through. Maybe these guys shouldn't be up so high. I think that's limiting their range. I'm not sure about that. But let's see where this guy first gets hit. Right here. Range 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, height doesn't seem to be an issue. But I don't know how triangulation works in this game. So I actually have the resources to make another floor if I wanted to. And if I would stop stealing this guy's wood, he would be making more. She actually be making more stone bricks. Stone bricks. Jeez. Bullets. Sling bullets already. Oh, he did. I didn't even see it. 403. That's what he just dropped off. I told him to maintain 400. So there we go. It's official. Food stocks are increasing. Guards are successful. All resources are infinite. And he will also slowly build up a stockpile of all the other annoying stuff to craft. That was pretty good. It'll also make the basic buildings for me, so I can go ahead and move on with bread. Wheat production is actually critical as you move further into the game. But it just requires quite the investment to get started, which is why we're going to be careful. Great. Anyway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this island yet. Well, it's not technically an island, but it looks like an island. All that white stuff is sand. That's water. That peninsula over there too. I don't know if I can even get my safe zone out that far, but that I can get my safe zone to that. Build some kind of self-enclosed sculpture or something if I don't need the land. Anyway, lot to do, lot to do. I'm going to call it there. Reminder, of course, you'll find it under internet, not LAN, but it's called Impetum. And then just click join. And I'll make sure you're whitelisted first. Email will be in the description of this video. There's no password, you just have to be on the list. And yeah, please don't get everyone killed. Aside from that, peace out. Have a nice weekend, or whatever day it is when this gets posted. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This is Terminac out.